Hello guys, my name is TimGot and we are here today with AMX 3090 review. This tank is in the French Tier 8 light tank, and this tank is probably one of my favorite Tier 8 light tanks out there. This tank it's really mobile, the acceleration is really good, the gun itself is pretty good for a scout. I just love this tank overall. I have a couple of scouts, or I used to have more scouts than I have right now. And I used to have my T50-2, but then they changed that into an MT25, and from there on I pretty much stopped playing the MT25. I also used to have a Chavy. Let me actually grab it like this. Tier 6 tanks. Where's my Chavy here? Huh. Not seeing my Chavy for some reason. Oh, Chavy is Tier 5, right? Yes, it's Tier 5. Wow. Wow, I'm retarded. Chavy, I had it for 50 games, but I don't think I really enjoyed it that much. I'm not sure why. I'm not really a scout person, but I don't find the AMX 3090 as a scout. It can perform the same duties as a scout, but it can be very useful as a support tank or a sniper. At least that's what I find out of this tank. And also really good cleanup tank. Like at the last 5 minutes, there's 3 or 2 targets left, you can just go for them and easily kill them without any problems. So yeah, let's go over to the stats. This tank has 1100 HP, and I find that pretty good for a scout tank. It's more than enough. It weighs 15 tons, so watch out if people want to ram you, because they can do a lot of damage to you. 50 tons is pretty much nothing. You do have a pretty good engine, 350 horsepower, and your specific power on the tank itself, it's 23, so it can accelerate pretty damn good, this tank. And the speed limit is 64. And that is really good. I really enjoy that. Traverse speed is 40. That is more than enough for a light tank. I just really want to talk about the armor, because bouncing something is just more of a luck kind of thing. Don't expect people bounce you every game. It's gonna be more of that, wow, he actually bounced me, that kind of shots. People will not bounce you. You have 40 in the front, 20 in the side, and 50 in the back. Third armor has actually more in the back, 5mm more, and that is it. But pretty much everything can pan you at Tier 8, Tier 9, and Tier 10. Everything can pan you. Even Tier 1 tanks can pan you. We come to that. So this tank has no armor at all. The gun. It's a Tier 7 gun. It's a 90mm gun. It's a pretty damn good gun on this tank. It has 6 shells in the magazine. Between the whole real time is 42 seconds, but because I have fans and Brothers in Arms, my real time is 39 seconds, and between the shots it's 2.73 between the shots. Your average penetration is 170. It isn't that great, but for side shots it's more than enough. Sometimes you need to use gold sometimes, but usually I don't really use it if I really need it. So your average damage on this tank is 240, and that's really good for 6 shots. That is really good. I really like that. And the accuracy, or the dispersion, is 0.38. That is not the greatest dispersion, the accuracy, but it's good enough. And also, one bad thing about this tank is the aiming time. 3 seconds, it's a long time, so you're not really able to shoot on the move for this tank. It does not work. You're gonna miss a lot of shots if you do that. And yeah, that's pretty much the gun for you right there. The turret has 46 traverse speed and 400 view range and 750 signal range. So yeah, 400 for a scout, that's really good. That's really good. And I also have the coded optics, so it means when I'm on the move I get 10% more, so it means I'm gonna get 440 meters of spotting when I'm driving around. That's pretty much what it means. I also have engaged gun lane drive, because just 3 seconds, it's a really long time. And I have also improved ventilation glass, because this tank has a drum. It's not able to take a gun rammer with it. It's not gonna work like that. Light spawn liner, never use that. That is just, don't use that. You're gonna go in like in a different setup, like more of a scout setup. But I play this tank more of a support tank than a scout, because I find this tank really useful if you actually play it correctly. It can be like a little rat just coming in your back, putting those 6 shots and getting away with that. That's why I like about this tank. But yeah, that's pretty much the tank. I have a couple of replays ready that I do really want to show you guys. So yeah, let's go over to the first replay. So here is the first replay. I'm playing on Cliff, and this tank is actually really fun for scouting. You have a lot of possibilities where you can go on this map. For example, you can go here and try to spot something up there, and people can shoot it from here to there. You could go to the middle and try to spot people that are coming up here, or you can actually go up to the whole hill. You can go first on top of here, like this way, and you will spot the people that are going that way. There you go. I spotted 5 guys. Wow, I spotted like 8 guys with that, so it worked out perfectly. And I'm going to the complete hill on top of it, because from there you actually have spots where you can actually be very effective with your tank and just shoot down on their engine blocks, and it's amazing. This spot is really good for light tanks. You need to watch out for arties, because arties seem to like you a lot, and at least arties love me. They just love me. They want to kill me every time. So yeah, doesn't matter which tank I'm driving. They will put a shot into me every time. But yeah, right now I'm kind of just waiting for my team to actually move up so we can do something. I see the IS-6 down there, and I'm trying to get into a spot where I can actually shoot him. As you can see, guys, my setup is different on here. I have, oh, there you go, some engine shots. 1 at 3, 2 shots. Then I go to the other one, 1 shot, 2 shots, 3. And because people can shoot me, I don't want to stay in that spot, so I go to a different spot. And that's already 1 key damage, and I'm reloading again. Don't ask me why I have 6 HE shots. I went retard mode, so that's why I have 6 HE shots. Also, my setup was different when I was playing this tank. I had binos and camo, but I was playing more as a scout then. But right now I'm playing this tank more as a supportive tank. The type is really killing me at the moment, and it isn't that great. So I'm trying to like jinx him to put a shot into the air, so I can go and put some shots back into him. So I'm trying to do that at this moment, but I'm like, okay, there's no point of me wasting my time trying to hit him. So I just go to a different side, and I'm starting to do some more damage. First target I see is the Tiger P, but I don't really have the gun impression to actually shoot him. But I do see the Cheery, so I start putting some shots into him. 1 shot, 2 shots, and 3 shots. And I actually bounced the ET-15 somehow. I have no idea how I did that. That is just like, I think that's one of those really, really lucky shots. So as you can see, the Cheery is coming up to the hill, and I see that, so I'm like, I'm getting ready to shoot him. Put 1 shot into him, and he backs off immediately because he does not want to get some more shots into his face. And I was like, okay, is he gonna come back up, or is he gonna just relax there? Like, I was not sure what he was gonna do there, so I was like, okay, let me just wait for him, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, as you can see, my team is more, my team is like playing more defensively, at least at my side of the flank. But that's good for me, because I can spot those guys and they can shoot them, and that's a good part of this. So the Cheery finally decides to actually push up. I put 1 shot into him and I track him, so doing absolutely no damage. Then I'm like getting ready to shoot another shot into him. But I'm like, I don't really want 3 shots, because he has the 3 shots. He has that gun, the drum, like the 3 shots drum, and he could just completely destroy me with that. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to really do that. So I put 1 shot into him, and I'm reloading right now. And he does not, I think he knows it, but he's not really doing something about it. And the fun part is, because I'm proxy spotting him, and proxy spotting means you will automatically spot somebody if he's 50 meters away from you. That's proxy spotting. So, because he was like 50 meters away from me, I was not like really scared because I knew where he was gonna come from. So I was just like relaxing, taking things easy. And right here I just went retard mode, and I went down here. I don't think I was gonna track myself, but I actually did track myself. So I was like, okay, that's great. So right now I'm just like trying to find a spot where I can go down and shoot some guys. But I didn't really know where to go, so I'm like kind of relaxing. I'm just waiting until that E75 gets spotted. Then I can do some damage, hopefully. The T30 and the Super Person are pushing up. The E75 gets spotted, and I'm like, okay, I need to do something against him. So I go completely back, and this time I don't track myself. But he got killed in time by the T30, so I didn't really need to worry about him. So right now there's only 4 targets left, the E215 Tiger and the Scout Type 62. Also, Type 62, I never played that tank, but it's a Scout tank, and I think it also gets your 10 games. I really do want to play that tank one day. If it comes out back into the store, I will buy myself that tank, because it seems like fun, but I'm not sure though. It seems like one of the, like an AMX. It can be supportive when it's needed, and it can scout when it's also needed. So yeah, this Tiger 1 is just getting wrecked by me. And there you go. I put my 6 shots into him. Tiger 1 is just completely ignoring me. I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna just relax here. So right now I'm loading my heat, or is it APCR? It's APCR. So yeah, right now I'm just loading my heat and just kind of relaxing. The Type 62 gets spotted and killed by the Conqueror. So yeah, that was the first game. Let's go over to the after battle reports. So here is the first after battle report, and as you can see, I got Scout from that game, Sniper, and First Class. So in overall, I had a pretty awesome game. Let's take a look at the team score. I'm at the top. I fired 17 times, I hit 17 times, and I penetrated 17 times. So I had a pretty... my shots did what they needed to do. And with the penetrating 17 shots, I did 3,810 damage. I received 6 shots into my face, and I'm actually surprised that I actually bounced once, and that was lucky from that A215. I'm not sure how he shot me, but he bounced me, so I was really happy about that. I spotted 11 enemies by going to the middle, and that's what I like to do with a Scout if I get that map. I like going to the middle so I can just spot people going up there, and it's mostly like around 5 to 6 to 7 people that you spot every time, and that spot is really good. I also damaged 4 enemies, and I got only 138 upon detecting, but I did my job by actually doing damage to them myself. So yeah, that was the first replay. Let's go to the second replay. So here is the second replay. I'm playing on Sands River, and it's a pretty good matchup. I'm playing Assault, and I actually turned off Assault because I'm not really enjoying Assault that much, but I am enjoying Encounter and Center Battle. But Assault, it's not really my scene. It's just I don't like defending. Like, one side defends, it just pretty much camps, and the other side needs to attack. And I find it not really, I don't see that to be fun. Like, I don't see how, like, for me it's not fun, so completely not fun. So, I'm going to this spot right now because I know they spawn up there. So I know if I get in time here, I can actually spot some guys, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to spot some people on this side. I spotted Tortoise and the T-28. And I'm like, okay, I need backup for those guys. I'm not able to go against them. It's just, I'm gonna die if I do that. So I'm just like, just driving around, trying to find a spot where I can actually go with my tank and survive without doing something stupid. Then I spot a Ferdinand out of nowhere, and the E75. The E75 is just driving around, and he gets some shots into his face, so I'm really happy about that. And because I actually have shots on him, but I had no gun elevation to shoot him, so that sucked out. But I spotted the Jagdtiger there, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to be a part of that. But my team was actually supporting me and actually doing damage against him, so I was actually really happy about that. So right now I'm just trying to respot people so my team can actually do some damage. And I'm just like taking things slow. We need to defend. We are not here to actually like attack. So it's more of like a defense situation. So it's good for the scout team because you need people spotted that are pushing that or this side, and I can perfectly do that with this tank. So right now I went man mode, completely man mode on this tortoise. T28 puts a shot into me. I bounce 2 shots on him. Then I actually start aiming for him. I see the T28 in my back, so I'm like, okay, I don't want to be a part of that. I kill him right on time. I aim for his tracks, trying to blow his tracks up, but no luck. But the funny part is the T28 completely misses his shot. So that pretty much just saved me right there. So I'm like, okay, he can turn around on this rock, and I'm not able to go around him. So I'm like, okay, I can go around these rocks and have his back again to me, because in 18 seconds I will be reloaded and I can put those 6 shots into his face. And that's the fun part about scouts and light tanks. You can do this kind of stuff against TDs or tanks that are really, really slow, and I really, really enjoy that. So right now I'm pretty much blocking the T28. I'm trying to put some shots in him. Leopard, not sure why he rammed him like that. That was just crazy. He lost a lot of HP. Not really a lot, but 200 HP by just ramming him. So yeah, don't ram with that tank, just don't. So yeah, I am low HP right now. I'm a one-shot for everything in this game, and I'm taking things slow. I don't want to die. I still want to do some damage. I see the E50, and I saw his side of his turret, so I try to put a shot into him, but my shot goes completely up and misses the target completely. So I'm like, okay, Leopard is pushing this side. If we have this side, we can kind of backstab those guys that are on this side that are camping or pushing up here. We can backstab them, so I'm like, okay, let me help this Leopard killing this Jagdtiger, and from there on we can push up, hopefully. But the Leopard gets completely killed by the Jagdtiger, but at this moment I still know that I'm not spotted, so I'm like, okay, I can actually do something against him. I know he's completely alone here, so I'm not scared. And this is the frustrating part about driving TDs. You get this kind of stuff on you, and it can be really, really frustrating. Believe me, I had so much games where this stuff happens to me, and it's so annoying. You kind of just give up. You just give up. Like, there's no point of trying from there on. But yeah, I was still playing with a setup where I had 6 HE shots for absolutely no reason. Not sure why I did that. Like, I probably went for like the standard loadouts, like a dipshit. But it works. Like, I never use the HE, but yeah. Like, right now, I don't have the HE anymore. I only have EP and EPCR, and that's it. So I spot the AMX on the hill, and of course I don't want to get killed by him, so I'm like, okay, let me get the heck out of here and try to do some more damage, because I didn't find this enough damage. So I see the 30, and because I actually loaded up APCR, I can ban him pretty much every time. So I'm just taking my time, relaxing, so putting some shots into his face. And I went back for my reload because I do want to get those 6 shots if somebody attacks me or I see somebody again. And yeah, our team did a pretty good job. We defended first, and from there on we were able to push up on the tanks that were pushing. And in general, I had a pretty fun game. I really enjoyed this game, like owning that Jagdtiger. Poor guy, he probably rage quitted after that game. I would probably do the same thing. At least he didn't insult me in chat, so respect for him. So yeah, I'm thinking right now to get that AMX with my APCR. So I'm trying to find that guy at the moment. And I'm just going to his last position where he was, so I can hopefully get some shots on him. But I do spot the Waffentrager, and I'm like, okay, let's put some shots into that guy. But I hear a shot, and I look to my left, and I see the AMX actually shooting. So I'm like, okay, are you reloading? What are you doing? Do you still have shots left? What's going on here? Because I'm not sure. And I was like, okay, I don't think we have shots, so I can actually come out and do some damage. But I'm not sure if he actually was reloaded there, but I was like, okay. I just took my chances there, but it paid off. I actually got some support from my team, and they did finish him off. So right now I have the Waffentrager, and I still have 3 shots left, and I can just keep on putting them into him. Last shot bounces for some stupid ass reason, and I still have this 1 shot left, but I finally see him, and I'm like, up! And yeah, he kind of just snapshotted me there completely. So yeah, that was your second game, guys. Let's go over to the after battle reports. So yeah, here's the second after battle report, and as you can see, I got 2000 experience, ace tanker, and sniper, and I also got 60,000 credits out of that game. My base score was pretty good, 1,364. I almost did 4 key damage, and that's kind of crazy in this kind of a tank. I fired 23 times, I hit 22 times, and I only bounced 3 times, so 19 shots did ban, and actually did 3,932 damage. I got some shots into my face, and I received a 1,360 potential. And I also spotted some people as well. I spotted 5 guys, and I also did 1,657 damage upon detecting. So in general, that was a pretty good game. I do enjoy this tank. Like I do enjoy this tank. Like I use this tank as a support tank, and I really enjoy that. Like I can be in so many spots on the map. I can just put those 6 shots, go away, reload, come back, put the 6 shots again, and I can circle TD, circle heavy tanks, and that's the main fun part about this tank. But yeah, let's go over to the last replay. Let's go over to that. So here is the last replay. I'm playing on Karelia, and I'm playing with Link and Streamin, the other Kappa members in the clan. And this map, I find this map surprisingly good for light tanks. I do like going with my light tanks into like this spot and snipe people that are there, or go around the heavy tanks and just sweep them in the back. Those are the 2 possibilities you can do on this map if you're on this side, and I enjoy doing that. And as you can see, Dramin is also driving his AMX 3090, and Link is driving his IS3. So I'm like, I see the WZ131, but I don't really want to do a snapshot on him because my aiming circle was as big as the Earth, so I don't really see a point of me trying to do that. So right now I'm like, okay, the hill is kind of full. I don't really see a point of me being there. So I'm trying to go for a different spot here. And I kind of went retard mode and I drove against this rock. And yeah, I spazzed out. Actually, I remember this. I actually wanted to go in this rock. That was actually my first intention, to go into this rock. But then I was like, oh my god, that's 5 enemies up there. I can shoot them from here. I was like, okay, let me go into a better spot where I can actually hit them. But I still wanted to go into the rock because I'm TimGot. I have my derp moments. For some reason, I wanted to go badly in that rock to troll people. That was my first intention, but it didn't work out. So I was like, okay, let's do some damage then. So I first killed that Panther, then go back to the Foch because he is a tier 9 tank, and I do want to do as much damage to him because I will get more XP from that. So I put 6 shots into those guys, 5 hit, and yeah, when I'm reloading I was like, okay, let me try again going to the rock. And you can actually go into this rock. I'm not sure if they actually fixed that, but you were used to able to go inside of that rock with like an ELC or something like really small. AMX 3090 is not one of them. I tried, like, I spaz out on the rock, but I don't go inside of it. I just, like, does weird stuff, but I don't go inside of it. So I'm, like, just being stupid as usual, as you guys know me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna give up on that and actually try to do some more damage. And I'm like, there's no point of going frontal against those CDs. And I'm like, okay, I can go around them or snipe those guys on the other side. And I started doing that. I see the Yak Tagger actually crossing the middle. I was really surprised about this. Look at this. Ah, ass shots. This is amazing. This is the best thing for autoloader. Ah, look at that. A max damage shot, 300 damage. Beautiful. This is what I love about drums. So I'm like, okay, I have 2 shots left. They're not really worth on kill steal and that Yak Tagger. So I go to the Centurion and I try putting 2 shots into him, but no luck. One does hit, but the other one derps out. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just relax here for a second. I'm reloading at the moment, so there's no point of me pushing in like a retard. And we do have 2 dangerous CDs here, 2 tier 90s, the T95 and the Tortoise. But I really don't care, so I just go in and I'm not really scared of them. I just go behind this Tortoise first because he has a DPM gun and he can turn faster, I think, than the T95. I know T95 needs a long time to turn around completely. So I killed the Tortoise and I killed T95, and this side is empty. That's what I liked. This is like the best thing with the AMX 3090. You can just do that kind of stuff and get away with it. It's just amazing. That's why I love this thing so much. And right now there are like 4 enemies left and 1 arty. 5 enemies and 4 normal tanks and 1 arty. And I'm like, okay, I want to get some shots into the Waffentrager up there, so I'm trying to do that at the moment. Our team pretty much has this in the bag, but we can still lose this. There's still a possibility that we can actually lose this. So I spot the Waffentrager. He's not even aiming at me, so I'm starting to do some damage against him. First shot, second shot, and then I start aiming for the other guy because I don't really want to get the kill. But he was starting to aim at me, so I was like, okay, I need to kill him. I have no option there. So right now I'm like, okay, I need to reload 30 seconds and then I can go against the Object 704. But the M12 gets spotted, so I'm like, okay, Artie, do your thing. Kill that M12. So I can push up and flank the Waffentrager at E7. But at this moment I was like, okay, only 7 seconds left and then I can put 6 shots back into somebody. And my real time is kind of derped out. I'm not sure, it's bugged out for some reason. I see the M12. M12 misses me, luckily. I put 1 shot into him. Second shot into him. Aim for the Waffentrager, and Waffentrager just gets me right on time. I almost got my Top Gun in that game, but so lucky. He got me right on time, that guy. But yeah, that was the 3rd replay. Let's go over to the after battle report. So here is the after battle report, and as you can see, I got Ace Tanker, 6,000 XP, 100,000 credits, and in general, I had a pretty awesome game there. I kind of derped out by trying to go inside ASROCK. Yes, I know, I'm retarded, but I just wanted to see if I was able to go inside of the ASROCK. But if I actually took this game serious, I would probably have even more damage. But yeah, it's too late for that. But I had a pretty decent game there. I fired 21 times, hit 18 times, and I penetrated 18 times, doing 3,730 damage. And I spotted 3 guys, damaged 4, and destroyed 5. Almost Top Gun, really close to it, but didn't get it. And I also got 1,000 damage upon detecting. So yeah, this tank in general, I find this tank a lot of fun. If you at least know how to play it. This tank can be good for scouting, but when it needs to support or snipe, it can do that job also very well. And that's why I enjoy this tank so much. It can be it can have so much roles in the game, and you can go from one side to the other side like in no time. The speed is amazing. It's small. Yeah, the tank in general, I find it a lot of fun. But yeah, that was the AMX 3090 review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. But yeah, guys, leave a like, subscribe, and comment. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.